connect. And so it's Michigan winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotion.
Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. They've got Decker. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And he gets it to go.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Here is Hill. The Wolverines making their last shot. Hawkins with it. Kicks to Evans. 6 to shoot. Off the pick. And there are the Badgers with another bucket.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean,
Michigan making some changes. Cunningham, he's checked in for Smith. For Knight. And Freak subbed in for Flash. And Wisconsin also making a switch. Walker's checked in. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hill is out there with Fisher. And it's Walker in at the 4. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Wolverines.
a lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Jones checked in for Michigan. And Wisconsin also making a switch. Hawkins is checked in.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Hill. Three-pointer. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Hill.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now Hawkins, they set the pick. Outside Conley. The Badgers working the ball around now. Hill with it. Out defended by Freak. And again, it's Wisconsin with the three.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
For three. That's good. Freak's got 11.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back. You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-on-1 situation, so he'll get another. So Wisconsin ends up going with the new group. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
On the court for Michigan. Freak, he's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2. And the Badgers with possession here. 9-point game.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's book.
Hawkins kicks to Decker. They double him with Freak. On the wing, Hill. Here's the screen. No good from outside. The Wolverines leading by 9. It's Crawford with the drive. That pushes it to double digits. Crawford's got the first basket of the second half here for the Wolverines. Here's Hill. He's got 10. Evans outside. And out of bounds as the Wolverines gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Freak. Drains the three-pointer. Freak's got 14. Here is Hawkins. Outside Gibson, out left to the wing. Conley, the pass to Hawkins. Pick up by Hill. Takes a three. Yep, it goes, and the Wolverine lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Hawkins.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Move the ball.
For the three.
Sticking too much.
And it's Freak missing. Here's the Badgers with the ball, and it's Hill penetrating. Good D by Stevenson. Feeds it to Freak. Left side, Taylor. Stevenson kicks to Freak. Hill with some nice D.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Wing shot on the way. And that one comes up a bit short.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Freak. Freak's got 3 assists tonight.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Michigan making some changes. Ellis, he's checked in for Cunningham. Jones comes in for Knight. And Freak subbed in for Flash. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Peyton. And it's Wade in at the 5, down low.
That's a wall.
Evans inside. Working on Ellis. And then Wade slams it in.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Now here's Freak, covered by Conley. Here's Freak. Drills the three-pointer.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
Back to Evans. Floats one up. Good. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Ellis against Evans. The 3. And it's Freak missing. Now here's Decker. Defense right on him. And the 3 off target. And Michigan has possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. Freak and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
What a game we've seen here for Freak. He has 17 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good from Freak.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
They double him with Stevenson. And Gibson, here we go. Here's Walker. That's tipped, but he stays with it. Again, the miss by Walker.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Here's Freak. Off on the layup. Fisher. No good. And so it's Michigan winning this one. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the